Hello guys, welcome to this career mode video. Here we'll be playing with a controller on the F1 2020 career mode with a cockpit cam. So this is gonna be an interesting series which I hope you all guys will like. So this is our calendar of 16 races, and this is our team with Eco, Renault engine and Richard Verschoor as our teammate. And these are our team colors, so let's head back to the practice session and begin our career mode here. So first we will develop some upgrades in the chassis section, and we will also try and see where we stand. We are actually third from the bottom, so we have quite a task in hand for us, and we need to scope up with these challenges of this new career mode. And we have already failed an upgrade here in the chassis department, so that is not quite a good thing. But yeah, let's head to this practice session and see what we can achieve in our first video. As you can see, first we have got a corner cutting, so that's not very ideal, but I'm getting into terms with this car and how this handling model of this game is right now. So just we have to get some laps here in the practice, and after this practice we'll head straight to the Q1. So here in this Q1 you can see it is our first lap.
The fastest lap at this point in time is a 1:29.9.
So yeah, the fast guys are doing some 1:29.9, and we are here struggling with our car, the balance of which is not quite stable here. So we obviously need to get some updates done so that we can able to compete with the midfield. But currently we are the back markers, so that is not what we have in mind right now, but still we are gonna continue our struggle and hustle so that one fine day we can challenge the top grade teams. So as you can see, we are doing this lap here. It is not quite a fulfilling lap, but yeah. So obviously we need to get so much things done in our car because we are currently at the bottom of the field, and it will take some time for us to get into the Q2.
Front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Perez, Verstappen, and Sir Lewis Hamilton, and Russell, Norris, Fernando Alonso, Ricciardo, and Esteban Ocon, Gasly, Bottas, Yuki Tsunoda, and Mick Schumacher, Albon, Vettel, Guan Yu Zhou, and Kevin Magnussen, Richard Verschoor, Stroll, Latifi, and the owner-driver. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down.
So this is our strategy, the medium to hards conventional strategy, but since the tire wear in our car will be horrendous, so let's see how we can begin. So, and it's 5 lights, and here we go with the start of this career mode season, and off we go here. And as you can see, it is quite a wheel spin here, but still we need to improve ourselves, and there is quite a hustling going on. So can we find some space here as the Haas locks up, and somehow we get attached with this Alfa Romeo car of Guan Yu Zhou, because because the handling and the contact model is something crazy in this game. And right here we stick into the outside of this fast, or what can we say, medium right-hander, and currently with Zhou on the other side we need to have some balance so that we do not damage our front wing here. So we give each other enough space, and we managed to stick on to this P19 row right behind our teammate. And yeah, we need to be hopeful that our engine supplier at least gives us a decent engine right in the beginning of the season, so that we can at least try and get to the mid-table, because getting into the points in the first season is kind of overwhelming and too ambitious, because right now we are at the almost bottom of the performance chart. So let's see what we can do with this career mode season, as Latifi goes here with a dive bomb kind of thing. Sending down the inside is another Stroll. So Stroll is kind of getting into this groove of overtaking us, but still we managed to hold on to this position in our first lap. A little bit of wheel spin at the rear end, but somehow we are managing to stick with Latifi here. As Charles Leclerc, who got the pole position, is still on this first car of this race. And right now it is quite a challenge for us, because this is our first career mode episode here. So we need to get our things sorted. And will we go to the dive bomb here? Yes, absolutely, right down the inside of Latifi here, taking into the T1. And here this T2 was a little bit sketchy because the curb just unsettles the car. and right now we have quite a gap, about 5 tenths from Latifi and about 1.4 seconds from Guan Yu Zhou. So we will try and get to the front runners, but that is obviously quite a decent. As on the first race itself, our engine blows up. The Renault engine has just blown up in the second lap of the race, and it is quite an unfortunate thing for our teammate Richard Vershaw, who gets retired in the second lap of this first race. So yeah, it is quite a debate, like should have we gone for a better team supply, or that is only time will tell whether Renault will deliver the performance for our team or not. And right now we are still in this cusp of this P19 with Joe leading in front of us and Vettel ahead of him. And it is quite a challenge here because our car is very draggy as far as I can feel, because Latifi is just catching us like in no time, and in the corners also the car is very unstable, and here we are playing with no assists, so the sketchiness is always evident with the back end trying to slip away from you. Like you can see here, just the curb unsettles the car as Sergio Perez sets the fastest lap and Latifi overtakes us. But can we get back to this position of P19? Yes, we can, diving down the inside of this penultimate corner and opening up the DRS and crossing the finish line, but still it is the lap 4 and
Tyre condition still looking good.
we are just checking the damage because there was a slight bit of contact there. So
Copy that.
I did not see anything, but yeah, whatever, he understood. And the rear end is a bit sketchy till now because we kept the downforce enough, but still the rear end wants to slip away. And here again Latifi goes for a send down the inside, but we hold on to this position on the outside of this track, and Latifi again just settles back. So it is kind of a debate here, like we are just struggling with this grip of this car and the
Yellow flag.
and another yellow flag here. So who is gonna retire here, or is just a spin? Yes, it is Gasly who just went for a spin here, and maybe Vettel has got a damage from this, we don't know. Maybe if he pits we can understand that, but there was a slight bit of contact between Vettel and Gasly here, and this is a very tricky corner because the rear end of our car just wants to step away. So it is quite a challenge in this track because it's a very technical track and it is not very easy for the controller guy here. It needs quite a bit of practice, and this is one of my first games in this F1 22. Earlier we played F1 20 and F1 21, so we are just starting our new era here. So let us see how it goes on, as Vettel has pulled up a gap of 8 seconds and Stroll overtakes us right in front of us. We somehow managed to stick it here and inside, but no, we just think better of it and
Okay, be aware, the grip levels are going to start falling away soon.
we get the DRS, but still Latifi overtakes us. So that shows how much of drag we are experiencing and how much of an overspeed the Williams and the Aston Martin have. So we need to improve over the course of the season to be able to challenge at least the bottom 3 teams. That will be our challenge in this first 2 seasons, at least for the time being, because it is a very new car and there is a lot of development upgrades which needs to be done, and we are taking it one step at a time. As you can see, again the rear end just wants to step out, but let's see how many laps we can stick on to this DRS of Latifi and Stroll. I don't think we can stick for a long time because our car is just horrendous in this mid-speed corner, so yeah, we need to check on that. As you can see here, we are having to just lift off the throttle here because there is a lot of understeer here, and understeer with this car in this medium tires which is 9 laps old is quite a bit of challenge here, so we need to overcome that. And our teammate gets DNF'd in the first race itself, so that is quite unfortunate of him. But did we get the DRS? Yes, we get the DRS here at least for the time being, and yet Latifi has pulled up 1 second here, so maybe we will not be getting the DRS in the next straight, and I don't think we get the DRS here. So the straight line speed of the Williams is just amazing for us, but we need to improve ourselves, and it is early times in the season in this career mode. It is still lap 12 here and our tire indicator has come up, which means that our tires have gone up, and it is 12 laps only. Usually the mediums should last about 13 to 14 laps. So yeah, you can see we are just drifting around in this straight with so much of wheel spin here, and it is maybe time for us to just get to the pits and pick a new set of rubbers, and we will be doing that only. We will be going into the pits here, and we will get this new white ring rubber, which is the hard tire. So we'll engage the pit limiter and just get the perfect turn in, and the crew boys, hopefully they will clear us in good time. Yeah, it is optimal, but still, let's see how we can cope up with this new tires, as the tires are still cold here, and we need to just get these tires to the optimum temperature. But still we are at the P21. Yeah, so it will be a hustle, and it cannot be like in our first race only we get some to the points. It will be a hustle, but yeah, we have to improve over the race, and hopefully someday we will be able to win the championship. Right now it is quite a hustle, and let's see what we can do in the upcoming races. So in the lap 16 there is a yellow flag here, as you can see in this straight. It is a Williams, maybe it's an Albon or Latifi, may not Latifi, it is Albon who has got DNF. So the Mercedes engine is also facing some issues like the Renault engine. And okay, now it is green flag and Stroll has pitted again, so maybe he got a damage with some issue, or maybe he needs to change into a better set of tires. And it is lap 21 here, and we are getting blue flags here because the top 3 teams have just ramped away with this race here, with this overpowered strategy of theirs and their superior engines and bodywork. So yeah, Charles Leclerc is leading the race and we allow him to pass, and then the Red Bull and Ferrari also of Sainz just overtakes us and we allow them to go. And again in the lap 24 we can see Hamilton passing us. So yeah, it is quite a blue flag territory here because we are quite the back marker here, so one day we will surely be among the top teams. And yeah, and right here at the lap 28 I think George Russell is giving us blue flags, or is it an Alpine? I think it is George Russell. Yeah, I'm letting him pass but he is not going, so that's kind of a strange thing from Russell. Yeah, because if you don't allow him to pass then we will get a penalty. So Russell passes us in this lap 27, and another blue flag. This is an Alpine and we are letting him pass here. So yeah, so this is kind of the race which we have done till now. It is quite a challenge here, but I am up for it. We can improve our race pace in the coming days with upgrading our facilities and our car setup. So I hope you guys are enjoying this cockpit mode career mode video, because it is quite a challenge to play in the controller without the assists, and I did not think anybody else is doing this type of cockpit cam videos. So hopefully you guys find this series enjoyable, and Charles Leclerc gets the fastest lap, and yeah, he wins the race here at the Sakhir racetrack here at Bahrain. So yeah, again, yeah, it's blue flag and we have crossed the finish line. So it is P22 or P20 for us because of the 2 DNFs, and Charles Leclerc gets the tire of the day. So this is the early beginnings of our team. So yeah, this is the standing. Charles Leclerc wins, and Sergio Perez, Carlos Sainz, Verstappen, Hamilton, and Ferrari are leading the championship, and Red Bull and Mercedes are following them. So yeah, this is the kind of video which I wanted to share with you guys, and hopefully we will meet again in the next video with this upcoming race at the Saudi Arabia. So guys, if you wanna watch that video, so stay tuned and subscribe to my channel so that you can get these daily career mode cockpit cam videos every day. And hopefully we'll be meeting in the next video. Till then, peace.